The first concern would be the impact on the public health, and the second would be the monopoly of seed production and distribution by the multinational company. So next slide, please. So after 16 years, uh, last 2022, there was a follow-up study on this, and the main objective is to know what will be the perception after 16 years, and then what did not change and what would change in terms of the acceptability of the public, and after BT corn, how does the public react to animal biotech? Next slide. So the study would cover 10 provinces in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao that would include 3 areas with GM. And it included also 9 public sectors and stakeholders covers, which included the businessmen and the traders, consumers, extension workers, farmer and community leaders, journalists and media persons, policymakers, religious leaders, scientists, and students. So there will be a total of 1,180 respondents during the conduct of this study. And the study was done using a Google survey because during that time, it was already still pandemic at that time. So we had a hard time to conduct face-to-face. Next slide, please. So these are the key findings on the public acceptability of agribiotech during the study of 2022. Next slide. So generally, if there will be a high level of knowledge, there will be a high acceptability. Pag lower the knowledge of the agribiotech, the lower will be the acceptability. So in this particular slide, you will see that there will be two groups. So high knowledge with a high acceptability would include the scientists, extension workers, journalists, and media, and the students. And for lower knowledge with a lower acceptability, we have the businessmen and traders, we have the consumers, we have the policymakers, religious groups, the farmer or community